Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to 47 and Counting. It has been, I don't know how long, and I wanted to apologize, first of all, for disappearing. We're still working on getting our medication sorted out, and therapy is a very long-term process. So in short, we're still healing, and we still have a lot to work on. That being said, we have a video today that I'm excited about it because, well, my name is Vale. Real quick, if you don't know, this is a channel about a lifestyle dissociative identity disorder channel, which means it's a lifestyle channel and I have dissociative identity disorder. If you don't know what that is, peruse the channel, look it up. I don't care. But essentially, this body houses many different people. So that being said, my name is Vale. I am a non-human demonic alter. I am part of our crisis cleanup role. I'm part of our, at times, emotional suppressants, and I am a confidence holder. And then I am co-fronting with my boyfriend, Conan. He will be the one helming this video, but he wanted me to intro it because I'm a little bit more confident. But we're basically going to be kind of talking about our relationship a bit. But the thing is, Conan is a persecutor, or at least was. Maybe just barely starting to... He's really far in his journey. He's put in a lot of work. So he's a persecutor / ex-persecutor. He's an anger holder, a severe trauma holder, and what we call our 988ers. If you don't know, I think it's just America. Forgive me if I'm incorrect on that. But 988 is the number you call for the suicide prevention hotline. So we call them our 988ers because they're our alters who are either almost always or just always in crisis, and they need a lot more help than some of our other alters. So he is a 988er, he's a persecutor, which means that he often makes a lot of decisions that are harmful towards himself or to other people or to the system or the body or some combination. So how does a romantic relationship work between a persecutor and a crisis cleanup alter? I'm putting on a glove for Conan. He's still working on being able to talk for himself. Here, babe. Take this one too. Is that better? What do you think? Yeah? Cool. So, how do these roles interact? Let's say Conan is having a meltdown or a breakdown, because they're different, but he's having some kind of crisis episode. Well, the usual thing in our system that happens is when he is able to ride his way through it and calm down, someone like me, a crisis cleanup alter, will come in after to clean up the mess, which I put in quotes if you weren't looking. And it's very much a type of caregiver role, in a sense. At least for me it is. And not caregiver necessarily like exclusively the cis kids. It is like a nurturing role. It's like, okay, I see you're tired. You can't be here anymore. I can. And I can handle the aftermath. So why don't you just rest? So there's one reason why we already got off to a really great foot, because it was honestly my mindset. Conan, do you have anything to say about your part of that? He says he was very appreciative that I wasn't outright attacking him immediately. So, how else do they interact? Well, let's talk about co-fronting instead of one switching the other out. We are very close, and so something to keep in mind with DID, it is such a complex disorder. This is not going any relationship between a persecutor or something of the sort and a crisis cleanup or something of the sort is going to be different, because it's between communication walls and amnesia barriers. Are they good? Do they talk very easily, or do they struggle a lot? Do they even know if they struggle a lot? There are a lot of things to keep in mind, but with me and Conan specifically, when we're co-fronting, we are very, very close. We're very close. We don't have a lot of amnesia barriers. We don't have a lot of blocking. I can usually tell what he's thinking when I'm co-fronting with him, and he can tell what I'm thinking. So, that being said, Conan brings me a sense of alertness and a sense of, what's the word? When I'm fronting without Conan, I think about the things that have happened to us and I say, and that can be good. It can also not be good. Because when Conan is fronting with me, I can feel a little bit of that anger, and it's just enough that I can sit here and I can say, that should not have happened to us. And with Conan, let me get one moment. He says I bring him a sense of peace and confidence, and I'm going to keep that one private. It's about our romantic relationship. So our roles, how they interact, very much affects how our relationship is. We make such a good couple because my crisis cleanup, emotional suppressant, etc. meshes quite well with his brand of persecutor and of anger and trauma and just pain. And I get so angry for him. I would like to say just a moment. I get so angry for him that he has to deal with all of this, because he's one of our, not oldest alters age-wise, but been around the longest alters that we know of. He's been through a lot that he shouldn't have been through, and that upsets me. So how can a singlet help maintain a healthy relationship with a persecutor? Conan, tell me some of your advice. It's very much a matter of patience, but he appreciated when people didn't submit, and there was another air quotes there if you weren't watching. He says that he would have felt worse and gotten worse into the persecutor role if people just let him hurt them. So, to me that says it is important to be firm, but gentle and patient. Don't let anyone abuse you. And persecutors sometimes often can accidentally or otherwise, although that's tending the prosecutor side of things, but they can sometimes be abusive. That doesn't always make them evil. If someone is abusive in one part of their lives and they realize they're being abusive and they feel bad maybe, or whatever happens, they realize it and they change it, that doesn't make them evil, and that stands for persecutors too. It's the abusers who abuse and abuse and abuse and don't try to figure out if they are, who find out they are and they don't care. Those are the evil ones. But a lot of persecutors, I find, a lot of them are just hurting. So how can a singlet help? By being honest, by being forthright, by being comforting without any form of coddling, and in general, being honest with yourself and with the persecutor. How can another system? I would say very similar, but I would advise you to delegate how one handles, more quote unquotes, the situation between the alters who are more equipped for such a situation. This is a long sentence. I'm going to be looking here to read it. So, how can a persecutor maintain a healthy relationship with not just crisis cleanup, but your system and singlet friends as well? And to that I say, if you are a persecutor and you are watching this, I want you to know that you have all of my support, and I don't know what you need to hear. I don't know what you want to hear. I don't know you. But if you want to maintain a healthy relationship, you need to be communicative, you need to be honest, and you need to ask for help when you need help. Because that is what turned Conan around. Let me see if he wants to say something. I'm going to do a video on my story, so I don't want to talk about it too much here. But I wouldn't be I asked for help, and that the worst would have happened if I didn't ask for help. Okay, hi, Vale here. He's okay. We are gonna end the episode here, though. We finished up our notes anyway, so if there's anything you want us to talk about expanding this topic, next time one of us or both of us are fronting, we'll make another video. So comment it below, share this video if you found it helpful, and yeah. Conan, let's do something.